Hey everybody, this is Dan Strong, and I want to welcome you so much to this new course on Excel VBA Formulas, Functions, and User-Defined Functions. So in this course, we're going to learn how to create our own functions, but we're also going to cover the basic functions for those of you who just want to have that as a reference and as a foundational knowledge. So let's go ahead and move on to talking about a little bit of the overview of the course and a couple different ways to enjoy the course. So obviously we know that a function, or a formula as they're sometimes called in Excel, they're designed to actually complete a recurring task that you need to do over and over in a more concise and more efficient manner. So basically it's going to speed up your processes. It's going to make you more efficient to use more functions. The one way that people might want to take this course is if they're using, just want to know more about Excel basic functions using Visual Basic. So for example, I just need a reference for the basics. If that's the case, then I want you to go through the first section, which will cover some of the basic foundational things that kind of build upon another. And then after that, you kind of can have free roam and look around using the reference section at the end. So the end is not in any particular order necessarily, but it's more of a reference library of different Excel VBA functions that are built in and that we can use. And the other type of people might be those who are actually wanting a little bit more of a full course out of it. So they're wanting to do their own custom functions and VBA training, and you want to make your own. So in that case, if you want to do it that way, go ahead and go through the course in order. Again, at the very end of the course is a reference section, which you don't necessarily need to go through all of those. If you want to get your certificate of completion, you may just want to click complete on some of those. But get what you want out of this course. This is provided so that you can learn what you need to learn and so you can access it the way that you need to. But again, if you're wanting to do your own custom functions, you might want to go through at least the first section because it's going to cover the foundational basics that are necessary in order to write your own code. This being the very first lecture, you will find the downloadable resources in this lecture itself. So if you're on a mobile device, you're going to want to go to additional resources. If you're on a computer, that would be found in the upper left-hand corner, and it should have a blue pop-up that says additional resources or download available or something like this. So let's talk about a little bit about the basic Excel functions versus the user-defined functions, or using Excel VBA to do it. So it's a quick comparison. We're going to go, and then we're going to dive right into code in the next lecture. So with basic Excel functions, as you know, they start with the equal sign, but we're just going to go over some of the comparisons, some of the similarities. So Excel functions are used primarily in worksheet cells. You click on a cell, you press the enter key, and then you start using one of the functions built in, right? These are designed by the Microsoft team, so we know that they're going to be quick and efficient, and they're not necessarily prone to errors because they've been vetted for years and years and years. They cannot be customized, however, and that's why we're talking about later in the course how you can make your own functions and customize them, right? So with VBA functions, these can be used in the cells and they can be used in the Visual Basic Editor in VBA code. And we're going to teach you how to make certain ones that you can actually put in a cell with the equal sign and put your own custom name. So equals chestnut or equals my pounds to ounces conversion. You can make them long as short as you need. Now, the other thing is these are designed by you, so they are subject to perhaps some improvements as needed. So that maybe through the years you improve it, make it a little more efficient as you learn, and perhaps you add more and more options and features, which is really cool, and it's very common. So these can be customized, as we've been talking about. You can give it a custom name, custom parameters, and we will talk about some worksheet functions that you can also use in VBA as well. So there's some similarities between equals, sum, for example. In VBA, you would use application.worksheetFunction.sum, but some of them are used interchangeable. It's just the syntax is all. So we're going to review all that, and I can't wait to show you. So let's go ahead and dive right into the code and into some fun stuff and get over these boring PowerPoints. We'll see you in the next lecture.